guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Today I'm going to be talking about two principles for you to apply in order for you to achieve a set goal, or achieve continuous greatness as an individual. Okay, so these are things that could be beneficial to me and you as a person. And these things do not only benefit students, it do not only benefit business people, it do not only benefit um workers, people who just go to work Monday to Friday, or people who sit at home doing other activities or something. These two principles are principles that is going to benefit everybody, regardless of what you do or what aspect of life you get involved with. Okay, so at the end of the day, you understand that it involves every other criteria you need to apply as a person when you try to achieve a particular goal on your day-to-day activities, as you try to become a better person, as you try to do even more excellent or more better in a particular goal or activity or something. When you're able to embrace these principles, you understand that applying every other criteria, applying every other necessities you need for you to achieve a goal or for you to be better would not be difficult. The first of it will be prioritizing. I've come to understand that when we prioritize a particular goal, or we prioritize a particular activity for the day, it actually help us to it actually help us to be focused. It actually help us to want to keep pushing. What is priority? What when I talk about prioritizing, I mean the top of it all. When you have different goals, because I know when we wake up in the morning, we have different things we want to achieve. We have different things we want to. Aside when we wake up in the morning, as a person, there are things you want to achieve in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, or whatever. The truth is, when these goals are much, you need to know which of them need to be prioritized. We have other things that is going to take up our time aside our goals. Aside the things we want to do on a daily basis, there are other activities that will come in between, and we also feel, okay, it's important, I want to do it to keep myself busy. These are things that has become a norm for us. It is now common among us to be like, okay, I don't want these things to bother me. I don't want to worry myself. Please let me just leave this book and press my phone. I'm tired, I've been studying all day. Oh, please let me just do something. Let me hang out with families. Oh, please let me do that. Let me do this. It is definitely very important for you to do other activities. It is very important for you to engage with other activities. But do not forget that while engaging on other activities, you need to understand which is the most important. So at the end of the day, you deal with the most important, and then it boils down to the list of them all. And before you know, you are actually dealing with everything. You are touching everything. You are making efforts. You are exerting energy on seeing that everything is working for you. But which work the most, or which you exert more energy on, which you spend more time doing, should be the one that is a priority for you. That is all I'm trying to say. So understand which one to spend more time on. Understand which one to put in more energy on, because the one you put in more energy on should be the one that makes you a better person. I know all these activities at the end of the day builds you, but which one builds you the most? When you discover which one builds you the most, first of all, you need to discover which one builds you the most. When you discover which one builds you the most, learn to prioritize it. Do not just leave your activities roam, like you just touch here, touch there, do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do them. No, life doesn't work that way. There are things that have to be a priority for you to achieve greatness. There are things that have to be a priority for you to be a better person. There are things that have to be a priority for you to understand yourself. There are things that have to be a priority for you to stand out. There are things that have to be a priority for you to win. There are things that have to be a priority for you to know that okay, this is where my energy goes in more. You can't just keep splitting my energy like randomly like this. Today it's here and tomorrow is there. No. This is what I want to put in more energy on. So this is number one principle I think you should apply as a person for you to be at the top. If you do not know which of them deserves more of your energy, trust me, I don't know if you're gonna be at the top on any of your activities. The reason why some people are game experts is because they exert more energy on playing games. You see people, they're always online making playing video games. They're always online. Like as a kid, you see them, what they do most of their time is play video games. And when they grow up, you see these teenagers and youth, they are video game experts. Why? Because that was what they gave more time to do it. That was what they found as fun. That was what they prioritized while growing. And I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to say that what you give him more time to do, that is what makes you at the top. That is what puts you at the top. There's always going to be something to put you at the top. That is my point. There is always going to be something to make you stand out. What you put in more time to do makes you stand out. And the only way you can put in more time on something is when it becomes a priority for you. If it is not a priority for you, trust me, you are not putting in time on anything. If nothing is a priority for you, you're just going to keep doing things at random. So you must learn to prioritize a particular thing. And when that thing becomes a priority, it places you at the top. It causes you to stand out. It differs you from every other activities and every other person. At least you will know that okay, I'm always reading my book. When somebody say, "What are you good at?" You say, "I'm good at reading. I'm good at writing." Why? Because you know most of the day, most of your time, what you do is read. What you do is write. When somebody say, how is life been so far for you?" You be like, "Okay, my job is working the best for me." Why? Because what you do is work. What you do is be dedicated to your job. So that is what is going to work for you. You understand? So that is the importance of priority. The second of it would be sacrifice. Trust me. Anything you do, and you are not willing to sacrifice, you're going to be lacking behind. 100% lacking behind. I'm not telling you you're not going to succeed. I'm not telling you you're not going to be doing. You're not going to be doing excellent to a point. You're going to be doing excellent to a point. You're going to succeed. I'm not saying you're not going to succeed. But when you involve sacrifice in a particular thing, when you involve sacrifice in a particular agenda, in a particular goal, like I'm sacrificing this for that, I'm sacrificing that for this, you're always going to see the difference. It comes with a clear difference. Just for example, when people sacrifice for you, the way you appreciate the tendency for you to hold them closer to your heart is there because you understand this person gave up something for me. So the tendency for you to hold them closer to your heart is there. It's just like you say, I'm going to sacrifice every other hobby I've had for my job. The tendency for you being at the top in your job is there. I'm going to sacrifice my night sleep for study. The tendency for you doing more better in class is there. I'm going to, like, whenever you involve sacrifice, because trust me, there is nothing, I don't know how you want to get to the top without you sacrificing things. You're going to have to sacrifice, sometimes as a person, we have to sacrifice our social life. It's not because we are not going to be socially active, but to an extent. And some people even forget about being socially active. Well, I don't know about that because as a person, I want to, once in a while tap in all those people. They're not my priority, but I also want to tap in there. So yeah, there are people who sacrifice, like, okay, you don't see them hang out, party. You don't see them sit around with friends for too long. They have sacrificed their social life to sit indoor, write, read. And trust me, these people stand out. Their social life may not stand out but there is something in their about their life. There is a particular thing about them that stand out, and that particular thing about them is that thing they spend more time with. That thing they have chosen over the other. So you may not stand out on every other thing, like I said, but there is something that is going to stand out in that. Like there's something about you that's going to stand out. So yeah, when you prioritize and you sacrifice that thing, that's why I said understand what you want. Once you understand what you want, you prioritize it, you sacrifice for that thing, and you tend to understand. You tend to realize more about yourself. You tend to understand yourself even better, and you tend to be at the top at that particular thing. So I'm not even going to sit down here and tell you what to prioritize. Because you're a student, prioritize studying, or because you're a business person, prioritize your job. No, that's on you. That you know what you want to prioritize. Some people are students, but they don't prioritize studying. And at the end of the day, they don't stand out as an engineer, they don't stand out as a first in class, but these people stand out on some other creative things. I know we are from Africa where our parents doesn't even doesn't want us to do not want us to prioritize other things except studying your book and every other thing, or but there are people who are in school that prioritize music, and today they are so doing well in music because that was what they prioritized, and then they stood out, they achieved greatness there. You look at the academic work, they are not doing great, but because they prioritized music, because they sacrificed their books. Some of these people did not study when they were in school. They did not. People were going for 9 classes. They did not go for 9 classes. They sacrificed classroom. They sacrificed exams. They sacrificed their study for music. I'm not telling you to go to school and sacrifice your book, but it's up to you. Like I said, I'm not going to sit down here and tell you what to prioritize. Some people who have jobs, they are not even trying to go to work 7 a.m. because my boss said I should be at work 7 a.m. I should go to work 7 a.m. Some of these people sit indoor writing books, studying, building their own firm, building their own organization. At the end of the day, they are not perfect. They were not having a good remarks from their workplace. But look at other aspect of their life. They have something to stand out for. They have something to say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I do for myself as a person. And this is what I'm achieving greatness of. This is what is making me a better person. This is what I look at myself and say, yeah, I'm pleased with myself. This is what I'm known for. This is what I've built myself to become. So please, 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 as long as you try to build yourself, as long as you vision greatness, as long as you vision building yourself for something, as long as you want to look at yourself and be pleased, you must learn to prioritize and learn to sacrifice. If you do not learn to place things as a priority, and you do not learn to sacrifice something for that thing you have placed as a priority, you are going to be lacking behind. There is going to be a far gap from you and greatness. There's going to be a far gap because most times greatness is not even what we call it. There is a far better definition for greatness than what most of us call it. And when you prioritize and you sacrifice, trust me, applying every other principles, applying every other criteria, every other necessities for you that you need as an individual in those aspects you have chosen will not be a big deal. But first of all, you have to understand that priority and sacrifices come first. Alright guys, so that is it for this video, and I hope you are motivated from this video. I hope you tend to understand the gap between you and greatness and feel it in somehow, and definitely expect more videos from me in every aspect related to my channel. Okay, alright guys, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it interesting. Do not forget to leave a comment. I want to know your opinions. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel like I said if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload more videos.